In this video we see the 10 richest people in the world. Who are the richest people in the world in 2021? The majority of billionaires on our list are pioneers in their field with a revolutionary idea, like Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook or Larry Page with Google. Others have seized the good opportunities and managed to create a real empire through their work. Everyone on this list is the head of fortunes estimated at over $80 billion. Some are even close to having amassed a fortune of $200 billion. So take a look at our list of the 10 richest men in the world. 10. Mukesh Ambani. Fortune, $81 billion. Mukesh Ambani is an Indian billionaire and businessman. He runs Reliance Industries, a petrochemical company founded by his father, Dhirubhai Ambani. Mukesh Ambani also launched Jio Infocomm in 2015, a telecommunications company. In 2020, he sold a third of the shares for around $20 billion to various companies including Facebook and Google. In 2021, Mukesh Ambani was the richest man in India and the second richest man in Asia. His fortune is estimated at $81 billion. He had a $1 billion 27-story personal use building built in Mumbai, making it the most expensive private residence in the world, as we discussed in a previous video. 9. Larry Page. Fortune, $83 billion. Larry Page is one of the most important icons on the internet, being one of the founders of Google. He founded the Google company with his friend and business partner Sergey Brin. Larry Page is the inventor of the PageRank process, which ranks pages according to their popularity. He was the CEO of Google, then Alphabet, but he left that post at the end of 2019. Larry Page remains one of Alphabet's major shareholders. His phenomenal fortune continues to grow year after year, and he could well find himself higher in this ranking in the years to come. In 2021, he has an estimated fortune of over $80 billion and ranks 9th among the richest people in the world. 8. Larry Ellison. Fortune, $86 billion. Larry Ellison is also a pioneer in the IT field. He is known to have created the Java programming language. He founded the company Oracle, which specializes in the development of programs for database management systems. Since 2014, he no longer chairs the company but still owns more than 35% of the shares of Oracle. Thanks to his business, he has acquired a colossal fortune and is now one of the 10 richest men in the world. In 2018, he joined Tesla's board of directors and bought 3 million shares of the company. Its assets are now estimated at more than $85 billion. He even bought the island of Lanai in Hawaii. 7. Warren Buffett. Fortune, $89 billion. Warren Buffett is a world-renowned investor, businessman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He is recognized to be one of the best investors in the world, with a fortune that exceeds $85 billion in 2021. From an early age, he buys stocks and announces to his relatives that he will become a millionaire long before his birthdays. 30 years after studying economics at Columbia University, Warren Buffett established his first investment fund. He invests mostly in companies that he thinks are undervalued and whose business he fully understands with a view to long-term gains. As of 2003, his company Berkshire Hathaway owns more than 40 businesses that employed 150,000 people. 6. Zhongshan. Fortune, $91 billion. Zhongshan is a Chinese billionaire and businessman who joined the top 10 richest people in 2021. After working as a construction worker or journalist, he decides to start his own business. Zhongshan founded Nongfu Spring in 1996, which is now China's largest beverage company. In addition to Nongfu Spring, it is also the majority shareholder of Chinese pharmaceutical giant Montai. With the IPO of these two companies in 2020, Zhongshan has become the richest man in China and then in Asia. 5. Mark Zuckerberg. Fortune: $100 billion. Mark Zuckerberg is one of the most famous people on the internet. He is the founder and director of Facebook. He started Facebook when he was 19, a Harvard student. Facebook was first launched for student campuses, before becoming accessible to billions of people around the world. It is one of the most used social networks in the world now. Mark Zuckerberg's fortune is estimated at around $100 billion. He is one of the most influential people in the world today. Mark Zuckerberg has listed his company on the stock exchange since 2012. Since then, it is now possible to invest in the stock market on Facebook. With $100 billion, it ranks 5th in the ranking of the richest people in the world. 4. Bernard Arnault. Fortune: $114 billion. The French Bernard Arnault became the richest person in the world for a few weeks during the year 2020. He occupied the 3rd place in the ranking of the richest people of all time before acquiring the company of the American jeweler, Tiffany. This purchase will propel him to the top of the rankings, but he has since moved back to 4th place. Bernard Arnault is an entrepreneur and businessman, main owner of the famous LVMH Group, Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton. The LVMH Group is the world leader in luxury, present in the wine and alcohol sector, but also in the fashion sector. In addition to owning several luxury hotels around the globe, LVMH also owns several media such as the newspapers Le Parisien and Les Echos. Bernard Arnault is positioned on the podium of the greatest fortunes in the world, with a heritage exceeding $114 billion in 2021. 3. Bill Gates. Fortune: $121 billion. Bill Gates has a great mastery of computer technologies. Passionate about this field, he founded the famous Microsoft company in 1975, when he was just 20 years old. Thanks to Microsoft's success, he was for many years the richest man in the world. He is now the 3rd wealthiest person in the world with nearly $121 billion in his pocket, just ahead of Bernard Arnault. From the age of 13, he was already programming his first games and trying to optimize software. After a stint through Harvard University, Bill Gates will create his company's first software, Microsoft. He will then be one of the pioneers in the marketing of personal computers, which will make the success of his business. Bill Gates is also investing heavily in his Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which is focused on innovation and health. 2. Elon Musk. Fortune: $184 billion. Elon Musk is a South African engineer and entrepreneur, who will subsequently be naturalized Canadian and then American. He will first be the co-founder of Zip2, a startup which wanted to help the media to develop on the internet. Elon Musk will then create X.com, which will later become PayPal. The online payment system is very successful and will be sold to eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion. But Elon Musk didn't stop there. He was to found SpaceX that same year, a company specializing in space flights, with the long-term goal of colonizing the planet Mars. Elon Musk is even better known for his involvement in the electric car brand Tesla, which he has managed since 2008. Since then he has branched out, notably with companies in the field of artificial intelligence and transportation. Throughout 2020, Tesla shares have risen dramatically, making Elon Musk one of the richest people on the planet. 1. Jeff Bezos. Fortune: $194 billion, and he comes in first place as the richest man in the world. Jeff Bezos, an American businessman. He founded the prestigious Amazon company in 1994 and succeeded in making it the most famous company in the world in just 25 years. Amazon first specialized in selling books online, before embarking on the manufacture and sale of various products. Amazon has been the world leader in online sales for several years now. In addition to his work, Jeff Bezos also invests in several startups through his holding company Bezos Expeditions. Thanks to Amazon, Jeff Bezos acquired a fortune estimated at more than $190 billion in 2021. He remains today the richest man on the planet, despite the divorce which cost him nearly a quarter of his life. Wealth. If you like the video, do not skimp on us by subscribing and liking to encourage us to do more.